Do you use P&IDs every day? Let me tell you why you should consider Plant 3D P&ID capabilities. Besides having a best-in-class P&ID tool, it's also easy to use like AutoCAD. You can customize and have lots of flexibility in that customization. You can also use it as a spec-driven P&ID tool by filtering out valves. It has a painter for properties check. You can use your own valves and your own symbols, and you can report all of your metadata. So let's simplify the process. Let's stop creating 3-ring binders full of Excel spreadsheet printouts. Let's get rid of the clutter in the library that we think we need. And let's focus more on streamlining the ability to input data and reuse that data. So now we'll take a look at some of the features, including being able to input equipment from the tool palettes. From here you can look and type in the type of tag number you want to use, or you can cascade some of the buttons down and see other tag numbers that have been used in the project, including annotations. And you can manipulate your object. In this case, I'll just use a mirror to get the orientation right. But you can create unique customizations for each one of your pieces of equipment, including the ability to draw pipelines. In this case, I'm going to draw a pipeline segment from a piece of equipment to the discharge. Of course, I routed the line wrong just to show you that you can flip the flow by using the reverse flow command. You'll also notice that it placed a nozzle on the equipment. And I'm also going to drag a new line from an existing pipe to the suction of the pump. In this section, we'll take a look at how to use the P&ID painter. You can default the P&ID painter to look for values based on service or based on size. And you can customize that further. As you see, as I paint the P&ID, I get consistency in color based on that size. In this section, we're going to look at how to customize a tool palette. You can simply create a new tool palette, and then from there, give it some text in order to determine what's going to be in the symbology section. After you've decided on the text, you can add it and then add a separator simply by right-clicking. After you've added your text and your separator, I'll zoom in and we'll create just a simple AutoCAD circle. We're going to repurpose the circle as a piece of equipment, simply by right-clicking and selecting Convert to P&ID Object. This would work the same if I did a DD insert of a particular symbol. From here, I'll select the type of classification that the circle is going to represent. In this case, we'll pick a type of blower. I'll select the insertion point, and then I'll save it. Notice the circle changed colors, as it now is a smart and intelligent object. From there, I'll just drag it into the tool palette, and I'm able to reuse it as needed. In this section, we'll talk about the validation tools. I can right-click and validate each drawing upon itself, looking for mismatches on input and outputs, things of that nature. Or I can validate the entire drawing against the rest of the project, including 3D components. In this particular section, I validated the drawing against itself, and I'm looking at the findings. And it found a few off-page connectors that weren't connected, and it found a few pieces of lines that weren't intelligent, such as object lines or construction lines. I can hide those that I don't need to see or that I have intended to create on purpose. As I go through the different validations, I can check off the things that I have accomplished and things that I need to take action on. Here I'm pulling up the dialog box to show you the different types of validation that you can use for your 3D piping all the way down to your P&IDs. Since data cascades from the P&ID to the 3D model, these are the types of validations you want to take a close look at. One more thing, if you already subscribe to AutoCAD with specialized tool sets, then you already have this capability. Feel free to reach out to your value-added reseller or Autodesk if you have any more questions. Thanks for watching.